crop resistant to pest, advances in photo-insecticides research and global agri-food and industrial trends. He acted as the resource person in various institutions. He has more than 45 journals, papers in reputed in national and international journals. He received the grant of nearly 2 crores for various projects. These are all the awards received by him. From Gujarat Agro Industries, gold medal for toppers in MSc during her PG studies. And he get the Best Researcher Award from ANNAMALAI University for the generation of grants in the year 21. Then he got the 2nd prize in oral presentation in national conference. And he got the Valalar Endoman Prize for the best academic performance in MSc Agri in 2000. So he is going to be give the topic on sowing the seeds of tomorrow, the revolutionizing agriculture with intelligent technologies like our IoT and machine learning techniques. He is going to be giving the overall idea about these, how to apply these intelligent techniques for the agriculture to make it as the smart agriculture. Okay, so he is going to be giving the overall view. He is coming from the Faculty of Agriculture. He is the person coming from Faculty of Agriculture. So you can interact with them, okay, for any problem identification in the field of entomology or in agriculture, like that. So far we discussed more things technically from engineers only. Okay, he is a person from the Faculty of Agriculture. So at the end of the session, if you want means you can interact more to getting some of the problems from the area of entomology, or you can get how to apply the intelligent technologies for the insects, or like this entomology or any agricultural field. Okay, so I'll hand over the session to Dr. SELVAMUTHUKUMARAN, sir. Regarding these test formalities, I'll give the time. Okay, now you can listen. I'll give the enough time. Okay, so if you don't confuse panikadinga, we can do it later. Okay, I will give 1 hour time. And the time is easy. Okay, so just you can listen it. You can take your these those things are very simple only. Don't confuse with the session. Next week.
Good morning to all the participants. Thanks Dr. Saktiver for the nice words. When looking back my profile, the gold medalist in MSc Agri, so that's a sort of happy feeling, right? After 24 years, I've been hearing that I got a gold medal, right? Nobody in the middle uttered that, right? So everybody forget, and only when we are looking into the profile back, we are seeing, oh, we are a gold medalist, like that it is there. So happy for the nice words. And another important thing is that I've been here in front of engineers, right? A man from agriculture talking to engineers. So whatever I am talking, probably it will not be understandable to you, right? So if that's the case, then there is no meaning in standing here, right? The point is that we are in an intersection. So the intersection, the topic itself, it is IoT and machine learning advancements for smart agriculture. That's the topic of the FDP. So I've been here to connect both the agriculture and the IoT. So that's the idea of the entire program. Probably that would have been done by the technical people. So I've been, when Dr. Saktivel has been asking me almost a month back to give a lecture on this, I was skeptical. I immediately accepted, right, because our biodata enriches, right? So, but on the back side of it, but whether we can manage or do justice to the topic, that is what I felt deep inside my heart. So whether it is correct to accept this. So when I look back and gone through the literatures, the review articles and other things that has been there in the internet, what I have been able to find out is that majority of the articles which has been written about IoT in agriculture as well as the machine learning or artificial intelligence in agriculture, all were written by engineers. So none or almost very few are from agriculture field. So that is the status that is happening now, right? Actually, it is smart agriculture. Slowly, you people are capturing our place, right? That's what actually I mean, right? But don't take it otherwise. But it is the happening. We people in agriculture faculty have no idea about IoT, have no idea about machine learning or artificial intelligence. Whenever we are saying artificial intelligence, our artificial intelligence, our understanding about artificial intelligence stops with Meta AI or Gemini AI. That's all, right? Not more than that. So we don't move beyond that. We don't have any idea about what is happening in the real world now. There are so many companies in India. Actually, India is a leader in IoT in agriculture as of now, as well as ML in agriculture, right? But when you look into the agriculture faculty, none of us are aware of what is happening around us. So this is the status in the end user domain field, right? And you are the technocrats as far as AI is concerned. And I know pretty well that you don't know anything about agriculture, right? So sorry for saying that, because it is a different domain, right? I am not blaming it, because our system of education is that when we are entering higher secondaries, right? If you want to become an engineer, why you are studying biology? That's what the mere question that our parents ask us. And if you want to become a doctor, why you study maths? That's what a simple vertical divide between these two fields of specialization. From a younger age itself it happens. So I never bothered about calculus, I never bothered about any differential calculus or inferential, even I forget the other name, what calculus it is, right? So we are least bothered about that. If that's the case, how can I decode algorithms? So this is what our status, right? And similarly, you don't know about whether rice is a plant or a tree. Right? Probably many of you know that. It's so trivial to say this, but you understand it, right? But since it is entirely different, there is an ocean of dividing between these two domains. And immediately when Dr. Satyal sir told that there is a need to give a topic on this, I immediately thought over and decided that I should be a bridge between these two fields. Right? My aim of this today's topic is just to act as a bridge, right? I don't touch upon the depths of all your machine learning algorithms. I am not here to say that. There are so many people who would have dealt with that. Even if I am touching on that, I will be a total failure. I know that. So I will not be touching on that, but I will be going into the application aspects into agriculture and what is needed and what is lagging. So that's what my focus is today. Right? So it is as like Tamil சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லையா, கொல்லம் தெருவில் போய் ஊசி விற்கிறது அப்படின்றது. So as like it's the English equivalent or sorry, the Tamil equivalent of English proverb, selling coal in Newcastle, right? So Newcastle is known for coal mines. So where you cannot go and sell coal, right? Similarly, I cannot come here and talk about machine learning algorithms, CNN, ANN and all that. You will be simply, you will just put a smile like that and I will be a bore to you. And that too, you see, what's the time now? It's almost 12, right? I have almost 24 years of teaching experience in ANNAMALAI, right? All these years, my theory class will be only on 12 to 1. So, whether they know it or not, I don't know. My coordinators always put my class on 12 to 1, right?
You are expert now.
Yeah, I am expert now in singing lullaby. So, by 12 to 1, invariably all of us will go to sleep, right? So, because of it. And or otherwise, you will be getting doubt. How can that be possible for 24 into 2, 48 semesters? All theory classes 12 to 1. Another option they will give. It is 2 to 3. So you take either of them. Okay, 12 to 1 or 2 to 3, right? Both. I prefer 12 to 1 because 2 to 3 they will sleep. 12 to 1 they will faint, right? So probably while fainting, they at least in a listening mode, right? While sleeping, right? So this is what my fate is. For FDP also, I preferably asked for a Saturday so that I will be fresh. I will come by 10, so I can handle a class. Like that I asked Dr. Saktivel and he said, sir, there is a session vacant by 11:30 to 1, right? So I said, okay. So this is the fate that is written in my life, right? So no other go. So the topic, sowing the seeds of tomorrow, right? Revolutionizing agriculture with intelligent technologies. So that is the topic that I have chosen. As usual, you would guess, it is chosen by Gemini AI, not by me, right? So I just typed some random words on Gemini AI and it gave me, right? Give a suitable title for FDP, for AICT FDP program, ML. I prompted it perfectly, it gave this thing, right? So I know prompting very well, right? So this topic gives you a very clear picture about what is there, right? So there is no sound here, leave it. So what is AI, ML and IoT in agriculture, right? So it's an Alexa of agriculture, that's all, right? You say it, it do it, that's all, right? It's so simple as like that. And I have in the beginning of the talk itself, I have been saying this. I have strong apprehensions about this IoT technology in Indian agriculture, right? So, but I am not biased. I will stand in the middle and view it in both the ways, right? But the deep down, when you look into my heart, deep down, I have a strong apprehension about IoT in agriculture in India, right? But we will discuss it later. And this actually does a very magic transformation, as like the movie Shivaji, right? So everything goes like a bang within a single shot, right? That will happen within another 10 to 15 years in India. So if this rate of AI, ML and IoT implementation in agriculture is proceeding as fast as this, we will come to a golden technological era in agriculture. So probably in the last 50 years, as a brief to agriculture, in India, I am talking about India, right? Some 70 years back, that is before 1950s, Indian agriculture was something called traditional, right? Probably I want to introduce about the basic history of agriculture to you. Before 1950, many of you might be probably in your not even in teens, right? All of us would have been just born, right? I am a Generation X kid, right? 1980s kid, right? So probably you may wonder, you are looking so young, how can you be 1980 born, right? So, probably all of you would be just born during 1950s. So it is a different story than during 1950s, right? What is there in agriculture? Nothing is there. It's only seeds, field, farmer, cattle. 4. That's all. Only 4 components. Land will be there, farmer will be there. He has his own seeds, sow them, till the land using cattle, sow them, wait for the rains, sitting pretty. That's all. Nothing more than that. The rice by that time grows up to this much tall, right? When there is a flood, even a small rain, as like this 10 centimeter or 15 centimeter rain, the tree is the side. It's correct to call it as a tree because it grows up to the side. The rice lodges, it falls down. All the grains goes waste, right? But our forefathers doesn't worried about all these things, right? They harvested whatever they need and they happily live, right? And it is good. It's better because the population by that time world population was only around 3 billion, right? During 1960s. And just see the projection. In 2011 it is 7 billion, it is somewhere nearing 8 billion now, right? And by 2050, which is 25 years from now on, right? So I'm running 47 now, so 25 years, So 67 plus 5, 73, right? Probably in the end of my life, right? Probably towards the end phase of my life, the population will be ballooning to 9 billion, right? Which is a huge population that need to be fed. Right? We cannot say what our forefathers said, right? Simply sitting, sow, grow. If it is lost, don't worry. We cannot say it anymore, right? Even in the middle of the 20th century, we face the consequences, right? By around 1960s, you know what is happening in India, right? So 1970s, you know what is happening in India, right? Or else I will come to the year 1990. All of us would have been well aware, leave those kids, right? When I am seeing this lot, probably 1990, you would have been clearly understanding what is happening around you, right? I was a kid, school-going kid in 1990. In Chidambaram, there is only 2 fruit shops in Chidambaram. Entire Chidambaram will have only 2 fruit shops, right? So that is apple, or apple is a rarity in Chidambaram, right? Very rarely we used to see apples, right? And pomegranate, which is only the local pomegranate that we see, right? Now when you enter into the fruit shop, you can see varieties of pomegranates, right? Iran pomegranate, right? One from, the down south Philippines, right? And you have apples from US, apple from Australia, everything into it because of WTO, right? Everything is coming into India now, right? But that, nothing is there. And on the roadsides, you have a lot of people selling fruits. Are you able to get it? So what it means, it is increased production, right? So products have been flooding the market because of the increased production. In 1990s, it is not, but by the year 2000, entirely there is a change in scenario. So everything got changed, right? And the change, another change which we fail to notice is what happened during 1960s? The rice yield, right? India is dependent on rice and wheat imports from other countries. During 1960, we need to import rice, we need to import wheat, then only we can feed our population. Are you able to get it? So, India is not a food self-sufficient country. Then Green Revolution came, everything changed. It is the first technological intervention into agriculture in India. Before that, there is no technological intervention in Indian agriculture, right? So first technological intervention was the Green Revolution, and it was orchestrated by